A very good evening to you from Pisa International Airport. Here on the stand 26, about to board Ryanair flight 6204 service from Pisa to Catania. So welcome to the flight deck today. As you can see, this is the Pisa International Airport. Very nice scenery, by the way. Yeah. Very decent representation. Pretty accurate. It's got all the parking, car rental, everything there is there. Very good. So let's take a look at the operational flight plan from Pisa to Catania, from San Giusto to Fontanarossa. It is not this is the wrong registration. It is Echo Victor Oscar, fortunately. This is the real registration. But today I don't have the time to change, so it's just Takeoff Victor Oscar. Ryanair 458 Golf is the call sign from Pisa to Catania, cost index 6. 500 nautical miles of ground distance, which is relatively short, and we have 41 knots of tailwind, which is going to give us a very short flight time. Well, not that short, about an hour and approximately, I would guess, 5 minutes, because there's a transition for the arrival into Catania, which we're not going to fly the whole thing. Alternate today is Palermo, which is not a Ryanair base, and very convenient. Short flight, 42 minutes of flight time only, just across Sicily. So this is the routing today. This is a bit wrong. There is a Cuto, then to Docmi, and then Mike 729 airway, but then afterwards it's all correct, taken from radar box for the departures. The Cuto 5 Charlie, because we're expecting 2 to left. That's what the current aircraft are flying. I think it's 2 to left at least, based on the weather conditions. 2-2 is favored, and noise abatement as well. 2-2 is better. And the Libro 1 Quebec arrival into Catania runway 08 for the ILS approach. We would not actually fly the entire bit in the front. Normally they get a direct to most aircraft. They get a direct to somewhere like Medal or Raval, Lunac or Elvin. Yeah, depends on the controller. We'll give something like that for ourselves. The actual aircraft is actually just about making the final approach. Yeah, so Echo Bravo Golf, which is the actual real-life aircraft that is operating the sector, is coming in. I don't know what gate they're parking at. I wasn't able to find out. So I just took some reasonable stand here. Yeah, 26, which should be all good. So scheduled is this is 1800 Zulu, which is you can see we are. Coming close, about 10 minutes later we have to go, so we should get going shortly. Estimated times, everything all good, yeah. I think the flight is full, I'm fairly certain. 189 packs on board. The PMDG only gives 184, but it's no problem, we just take 184. Cargo 2.7, 0 for weight 60.9 tons with the takeoff weight 67.6. Landing weight expected 64.3. Fuel about 7 tons of uplifted, so all within limits and good. And we are at the moment slightly above max landing weight, but after we take off, burn a bit of fuel, we should be below the 65.6, which Ryanair uses. That's why they category Charlie enormous. So it's not actually 66.4, but yeah, we'll see about it, okay? Unlikely to have engine failure anyway. So, this is the routing, all the information, it is correct, and let's take a look at the on this one, not interested, this one, we just want to see the weather. So San Giusto, good weather basically, 18 degrees, QNH 1019er, it's all good. And Fontanarossa, 0507 knots favoring runway 08, temperature, weather conditions, all good as well. Capo Palermo, Montage, 0606 knots, all good. Perfect weather for flying this evening. And no temps, basically all checked. Some construction and some, this one you can see the Takan is not blah 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 blah. And for the departure, this is very interesting. Okay, this says that your initial climb procedures changed, but actually, when I read this, you can see it's going to be exactly the same as the seat. So we will just fly the seat, yeah, for the Kuto 5 charter departure, which is what we will be flying. So into Catania, it is the same thing as well. Okay, not much information, not much anything to be aware of. All good, some nonsense. Well, not nonsense, but a lot of information not required. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's just see the weather now. So the weather, it is good, as you can see. Good for the flight, a bit of turbulence, but this is the west of our flight path, so everything is all good. Tailwind, we always want to see that, very nice. And yeah, that is the flight plan review, it's all looking good. So let's take a look at the rest of the flight. So we are now stand 26, let's plan the pushback. So plan the pushback procedure for Pisa. I believe it is going to be pretty straightforward, just pushing back to face east onto Romeo, and then we will take Echo 1 holding point for taxiway Echo full length departure to the left. Correction, no, then Echo, then Delta, cross runway 2 to right, and then Delta. And then we will take intersection departure from 2 to left. So the reduction in distance is really not very much. It's just probably approximately, it's 300 meters, yeah, we'll say 300 meters of shortening. But for now, the pushback is just like this. Okay, so that is the pushback. And then we'll taxi out Romeo, Echo, cross runway 2 to right, Delta, and then we will take intersection Delta for 2 to the left. And the takeoff distance available from intersection Delta for 2 to left is 2705. So I'm going to update that, 2705. It gives the exact same figures, so no problems at all. 270 gets landing dispatch. Very good. By the way, this you can see 86040, and yeah, it's no issues at all. Okay, for the landing into no, this is wrong. For the landing into what is the place called again? Catania. Yes. Okay, fuel pumps can come on. Initial climb 160, level 160. That is seems to be what is assigned to the previous some other aircraft previously. So we'll give that to ourselves as well. Squawk set. So clearance received. This is a fictional squawk code because the actual aircraft isn't departed yet, but yeah, seems reasonable. What it is, what was assigned, similar codes for the previous aircraft. So the weather is not changed, so let's quickly get out before it changes. And the call sign today is 458 Golf, so let's help ourselves to remember that. Ryanair 458 Golf. 458 Golf, okay, very good. So, takeoff standard, okay, it would be no VNAV as per Ryanair SOP, 1000 feet NTP2, acceleration, and we're expecting a direct, but if we don't receive it, we will just fly the approach as the seat as depicted, which is fairly straightforward. So it's straight out track 213 to 40 ME Pisa, and then from 40 ME Pisa, you will make the left turn direct to the Pisa VOR, max 230 knots at the turn. It's checked, and then outbound 20 nautical miles 127 towards Acuto, above flight level 110. And then after that is to dock me and then to Echo Lima Bravo. So pretty much all standard. The only things we really have to be aware of is there's high terrain in the airport, in the area. I've already marked it out. yeah, you can see Pisa VOR up to 25 miles. There is quite a bit of terrain. This sector, the MSA is 9,000 feet. This sector is 2,700 feet. And this sector it is 5,900 feet. Since we're taking off runway 2 to left, the MFR is 1010, just 1,000 feet above field elevation, rounded up. Airport elevation 6, so no issues. But once, if we do have to engage in the turn, we have to be very careful. Yeah, if we have engine failure especially. The plan is any engine failure when this sector, we will simply track straight out, climb MSA 3,000 feet, slightly left here to keep in this, slightly turn right to keep in the sector, 3,000 feet, 25 miles on hold. Anywhere until here we will do the same, but then once we come north here, we have to come back to Pisa VOR, climbing up to flight level 90. Transition altitude is 6,000 feet, so let me change that here. MSFS max 6001, put it there, and yeah, yes, that is the departure. The immediate arrival into Pisa, if we have to do it, will be the ILS-04 left, and we have the already preset the frequencies for that. It will be course 033, I put in here. This course 127, it's for this seat, yeah, to back up the seat, and the frequency is 108.7. That is checked. 108.7. Papa Sierra Sierra, that is checked. I'm going to change this to the Pisa VOR on 2.1. 3 Greek light slope, very straightforward minimums, category Charlie 230, and no issues, straightforward ILS, come back. So if you engine failure, come back here, 25 miles old, and then come back for the ILS. No problems at all, we are ready to go pretty much, and yes. Engine rejected takeoff procedure, below 80 knots reject for the master caution or abnormalities, above 80 knots reject only for engine failure, aircraft unsafe and able to fly, bird strike a wind shear. I will call stop, disconnect all throttle, close the throttles, apply max reverse, manually raise speed brake lever, apply max manual braking. You verify auto throttle disconnect, throttles close, speed brake up, max reverse applied, max manual braking or RT auto braking. Call 100 knots, 80 knots, 60 knots, I'll stop the aircraft at the runway. Set lap 40 and inform traffic control of the reject. We identify the problem, run the checklists and take it over from there. Any questions? No questions. Push back, taxi out, seat, EO seat, rejected takeoff. Return back immediately, all been discussed. Very good, let's get going. So, APU is already running because it is very, it's a bit warm here in the cabin without the APU. So logo light will come on since it's getting dark, and we do need the dome lights to have the ground crew see us, so dome light will come on. And let's get rid of this one, and release, retract and close the door. And the release is very good. Chunks, park brakes already set. Okay, 1 minute and then we're ready to go. So let's be a quick break PA. It would be in Tallinn, of course, but ladies and gentlemen, very good evening to you. Welcome aboard Ryanair for 6702 service from Pisa to Catania. Flight time today expected to be 1 hour and 20 minutes approximately, cruising at 37,000 feet. Weather conditions on the route are very fine. We do however advise you to keep your seatbelt fastened if you're seated for your safety. And thank you very much for to fly Ryanair. We are ready to go. Just a couple of minutes. Thank you for showing up the aircraft early, and we wish you a very pleasant flight. Do enjoy the service on board, and we hope to see you on one of the flights again soon. Not flight, so we will not be speaking to them before descent. At least I don't think Ryanair does that. Okay, so ready to go. Safety inspection. Actually, let's see. Is there an ATC online? I don't think there is. So there is no ATC online. Yeah, it's okay. We're Unicom. So safety inspection, 7% chocks checked, maintenance status checked, battery is on, electric hydraulic pumps on, and landing gear lever is down. Let us connect the tug and do the before start checklist. So connect the tug.
Cockpit to ground.
There you go, it's connecting very good, and the sun is set, so we can take this away.
This is ground.
Okay, before start checklist down to the line. RS mode selectors is nav, jacked, gear pins 1 to 3 moved, rope covers 1 to 3 4 5 removed, and light test is checked. Actually, we'll do the turnaround one because yeah, we'll do the transient before start checklist. So oxygen tested 100%. Your damper is on. Navigation transfer display switches is normal auto. Fuel, we got how much required. Let's see here.
All doors and hatches closed.
6 minimum takeoff fuel 6742. So let's say 69 required. We got 3540, that's 69. Yeah, that's 7 tons more, that's checked. And we have 4 pumps on. Cabin IFE, cabin util IFE galley power switches are on. Emergency exit lights on. Fasten belts on. Window heat is on. Aircon vent press, packs auto, bleeds set. Packs auto bleeds on set. Pressurization mode selector is auto. And the instruments we have cross-checked. Yeah, we have QNH 1019er set once, twice, 3 times. And actually there might be a change. Yeah, it is 1018 now. The wind's 2606 knots. So to change this once, twice, 3 times, indicating 20 feet once, twice, 3 times. It's checked as well. So, instruments cross-checked, auto brake, RTO, hydraulics, normal, and speed brake is down to 10, spark brake set, step trim, cutout switches are in the normal position. Wheel fire warning is checked, radios, radar transponder set and standby. And rudder on trim is 3 and 0. Takeoff briefing discussed, PA complete, FMC, CDU set, and 1 IS box auto. And step trim is 5.14 units is set. And the performance, weight and balance, sight and scent, EFP airplane modes, mobile phones, airplane mode as well, flight deck windows and cockpit door locked, doors are closed. It's checked here, yes, closed. Passenger seated, okay, before start check is completed to the line. Okay, there is no ITC still, so let us get going. Alright, start pushback.
Cockpit to ground.
So this is
Go ahead.
Pisa.
We are cleared for start and push.
Pisa traffic, Ryanair 458 Golf pushing
Okay,
back
push
26 to face this dot taxiway Romeo. Pisa traffic.
Parking brakes are
Okay,
released.
parking brake released before start checklist below the line. Icon packs.
Commencing
Okay,
pushback.
let's
Start
start
the engines
now.
in sequence.
It will
So
start
icon
in
packs off,
sequence.
anti-collision light on, parking brake is now it's released. Transponder is out of for start check is below the line completed. And no, we're not off block yet for whatever reason. Come on, my friends. So do this again.
Okay, pushback completed.
It is not complete.
Please set your parking brake.
It is not complete. I'm not setting the parking brake. Okay, I have to set it maybe to
Parking brake set.
think that it's completed and I can restart again.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ideally you wouldn't, but yeah, it's too bad.
Ground. Startup is complete.
It's
You may
not
disconnect.
complete. You do not disconnect.
Okay, sir. Cleared to disconnect and has been removed. See you at the side.
Okay.
Have a safe flight.
Start now.
Holding
Release.
position waiting for the visual.
And
Thank
off
you
we
and
go.
goodbye.
Grazie. Okay, off block time 088 minutes of delay. Yeah, no problem here. Okay, at least we're in the NG, so engine startup should be faster. So let's start number 2. And 2. Oil pressure. And 1. Okay, valves operating. So fuel flow, EGT rising, very good. So beautiful sunset departure here out of Pisa. It's very nice, yeah. It's very nice. And actually, I have to say the colors, they should be more blue, but they're quite representative of what it looks like. So start the cutout, monitoring 2 stable, starting engine 1. Do not need isolated back start today. Okay, thank you very much. See you next time. Ciao. Okay, and 2, oil pressure, and 1. So valves operating. Fuel flow. EGT as well. Let's lower the brightness of the displays. We don't need it to be so bright. It is going to be at night after all. Okay, start the cutout, monitoring 1. 1 stable, very good. So after start flows. Flight controls. Pull up. Pull down. Control. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral and the rudder. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Okay, takeoff speeds checked. And let's go. Okay, before taxi checklist generators on APU is off, start switches on, or the continuous ProBeat is on. And the ice off icon packs auto bleeds on. Isolation valve auto flaps. We've got 5 required, and we've got 5 selected and green light. Stop trim, we've got 5.1 units required, 5.1 units set, and start levers side on T10, flight controls checked, recall checked, for taxi check is complete. Right, let's go. Pisa traffic, Ryanair 458 Golf taxi, Romeo Echo, cross runway 2 to right, Delta 1 to left, Pisa traffic. So let's go. So say goodbye here to Pisa. It's a very straightforward taxi, but we still have to be careful because we're crossing a runway, active runway. Okay, approaching 2 to right at Takeoff. We are clear to cross by air traffic control. Let's say we are, so strobes can come on. And we're clear right side, no traffic, and the left side is clear as well. So let's go. Pisa traffic, Ryanair 448 Golf entering runway 2 to right to cross at Takeoff for Delta. Pisa traffic. Alright, 3 minutes warm up is complete. Okay, let's say we've been told to clear the lineup, so clear the lineup runway 2 to left. Pisa traffic Ryanair C458 Golf runway 2 to left at Delta, Pisa. Let's take the crew. Okay, we still need to do the checklist. So we just simply line up only. Was pretty terrible lineup, but it's fine. Okay, so let's get everything all set. Alright, for takeoff checklist, down to the line config is checked. Have we checked that actually? I don't think we have, so let's check that now. The config is checked. Flaps, we've got 5 green lights. Stop trim, we've got 5 units set. Takeoff briefing reviewed, cabin secure. And for takeoff checklist below the line, MCP set, transponder TAR, strobe lights on, landing lights on. For takeoff checklist complete. So let's say cleared to takeoff by air traffic control. Pisa traffic Ryanair 458 Golf takeoff runway 2 to left on the Acuto 5 chart departure Pisa. So stabilized, take off. So takeoff thrust set, indications normal.
80 knots.
Checked.
V1. Rotate. Pause the brake.
Get up. I'll have. Degrees pitch, that should be nice. So 1000 feet. I would we would say bug up. Let's go flaps 1. Bug up. Flaps up. And command. Speed. Command. shedding, and let's say we're told to direct to Runway. Execute. I'll nav 3000 flaps up, no lights, VNAV speed. So after takeoff checklist, second and press is set. The set standard also as well, once, twice, 3 times. Engine start switches are off, and landing gear is up and off. Auto brake off, and flaps up, no lights. Checked and altitudes, passing flight level 40 now, checked, and set. Okay, after takeoff checklist complete. Shedding. So the MSA in this sector is that we are going to right now. It's 5,900 feet, so we are above it, very good. Passing transition as well. We can set, put the weather radar on, and let's go in the rigs to crew. Okay, looking very good, and yeah, very nice departure here out of Pisa. A bit of wing flags. So right now it is looking at yeah, just the city south of Pisa. We have I believe that is this area there out towards there. That might be Florence. Yeah, Florence. Okay, passing flight level 100. Weather ahead is very good weather, so let's release the passengers as well. Set the MFRA. Fix info page, can delete both of these. Get a bit of lighting here. And yeah, it was 4.5 minutes, so pretty decent, I would say. Very nice. Okay, yeah, looking good, and there is nothing much now from now. Let's enjoy the cruise, and we will see you for the descent into Catania.
Tu non lo dici ed io non lo vedo. Amore cieco siamo noi di sbieco. Un battibecco nato su un letto, un diluvio universale, un giudizio sotto il tetto. Up con un po' di down, silenzio rotto per un grande sound. Semplici eppure complessi, libri aperti in equilibrio tra segreti e compromessi. Facili occasioni per difficili concetti, anime purissime e sporchissimi difetti. Fragili combinazioni tra ragione ed emozioni, solitudini e condivisioni. Ma se dovessimo spiegare in pochissime parole il complesso meccanismo che governa l'armonia del nostro amore, basterebbe solamente dire, senza starci troppo a ragionare, che sei tu che mi fai stare bene quando io sto male e viceversa, che sei tu che mi fai stare bene quando io sto male e viceversa. E detto questo, che cosa ci resta? Dopo una vita al centro della festa, protagonisti e numeri uno, invidiabili da tutti, indispensabili a nessuno. Madre che dice del padre, avrei voluto solo realizzare il mio mio ideale, una vita normale. Ma l'amore di normale non ha neanche le parole. Parlano di pace, fanno la rivoluzione. Dittatori in testa e partigiani dentro al cuore. Non c'è soluzione che non sia l'accettazione di lasciarsi abbandonati all'emozione. Ma se dovessimo spiegare in pochissime parole il complesso meccanismo che governa l'armonia del nostro amore, basterebbe solamente dire, senza starci troppo a ragionare, che sei tu che mi fai stare bene quando io sto male e viceversa. Che sei tu che mi fai stare bene quando io sto male e viceversa. E la paura dietro all'arroganza, è tutto l'universo chiuso in una stanza, e l'abbondanza dentro la mancanza. Ti amo e basta. E l'abitudine nella sorpresa, è una vittoria poco prima della resa. È solamente tutto quello che ci manca e che cerchiamo per poterti dire che ti amo. Ma se dovessimo spiegare in pochissime parole il complesso meccanismo che governa l'armonia del nostro amore, basterebbe solamente dire, senza starci troppo a ragionare, che sei tu che mi fai stare bene quando io sto male e viceversa. Che sei tu che mi fai stare bene quando io sto male e viceversa.
Welcome back to the flight deck. Currently we are on descent, passing flight level 130, and with we have the fasten belts on, and you can see speed brake is out, and we are increased the speed a little. With cost X6 it's 245, but because air traffic control, or rather I simulated myself a shortcut to the final approach fix here at Nazom. Therefore we are above profile and we need the speed brake to help us to slow down. So currently aircraft is slowing to meet the 250 knot restriction below flight level 100. Let's do the descent checklist. So descent checklist: pressurization, landing altitude 50 feet checked, recall checked, anti-ice off, approach, briefing and fuel is discussed, IS note bugs checked and set. Descent checklist complete. So all is good for the Catania approach. We are currently on the Libro 1 Quebec, except we are not really, because I gave myself direct to the initial approach fix to exploit things, since there is no traffic and there is no ATC online as well. So after that it's going to be the LS 0 runway 08 approach via Nassau, the event approach fix 5000 and above is the restriction there. And after that it's going to be to sentence Charlie India 08 3000 feet and above, and then to Foxtrot India 08 3000 feet exactly. That is the final approach fix. 3-degree glide path, that it corresponds with the 3-degree glide slope checked. Miss approach altitude as soon as practical, join the radial 077 outbound from Catania, climb to 3000 feet to index and hold. So, yep, no problems there. Holding at index is inbound course 257, the right turrets, which is depicted correctly. And the leg distance 4 miles, it is checked, yes, because there is a DME 15 Charlie Tango Fox Catania that has been pre-programmed. Passing flight level 100 lights. And okay, 10 checks. So fuel we've got balanced pretty much relatively. 4 pumps on, lights, APU, fast belts, echo and press, recall, and back ankle selector is 25. It's checked. So 10 checks complete. We are still above, so let's still keep the speed brake, and let's say air traffic control clears down to 5,000 with the QNH of 1019. Okay, so we're coming on the profile shortly. Catania traffic Ryanair 458 Golf passing flight level 80 on descent inbound. Nasom for the LS Zulu runway 0 at approach. Catania traffic. Remember 288 is been set, courses 081 and the frequency 109.9. Ident is Charlie Tango November. Charlie Tango Fox 11625, that's Catania VOR. So Charlie Tango November is checked. Passing transition set local QNH. So we are now on the altitudes and get terrain display on the right side because terrain is a factor, especially to the north of the airport. You see that mountain there. Okay, looking very good. No problems, no problemo. There is no traffic, no ATC as well, so absolutely no issues for the approach into Catania. So let's do the approach checklist. Altitudes instruments passing flight level 6, correction passing 6,600 now is checked. 1019 is at once, twice, 3 times. Our approach shades, we have Charlie Tango November, checked and set. 1625 at Catania VOR VNAV path, so install the speed brake. Airport is over there, looking good. Actually, no, is that the airport? At least the airport. Huh. For some reason it looks very much closer by. Approaching 5,000 checked, the aircraft is slowing down. No problemo. So after landing, very simple, we are today flap 30. 148 because relatively high weight. Expected landing weight is approximately 65 tons. Okay, so 148, flap 30, auto brake 3, going to vacated Foxtrot. And vacate Foxtrot, and then that is all the way at the end, so no issues there with auto brake 3, then taxi Alpha. I'm going to take stand 329er. There is no way to determine what actual gate the aircraft is taking. Yeah, so because we're ahead of the real aircraft, which is delayed. Yeah. Okay, turning left now. So speed check, laps 1, speed into vents. So that's the Siri approach, vertical speed 500. Speed, vertical speed. And shedding 081. Alt acquire. Checked. So it looks like the LF has put us slightly to the right of the localizer. It's fine. And by the way, that was not the airport. Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, because that seemed way too close. So that is the actual airport. Yeah, the one on the right there. It is Sionella Navy Air Base. Yeah, Lima India Charlie Zulu. It could be Siogonella. I think that's how they pronounce it. Siogonella Navy Air Base. Yeah. So let's go approach, and we have horn lock, flight slope, checked. Since we are relatively far out, it should be alright to keep this altitude should be okay. And we want to be 3,000 feet with approach altitude. Is now set. It's checked. Let's go flap 5. You'll hold the flap 5 speed to 4 miles. Yep. Let the aircraft the drag of flap 5 gradually bring the speed down, and should be about there for 4 miles. Yeah. So cabin crew seats for landing, let's say. Cabin crew seats for landing, seats for landing. Catania traffic radar 458 Golf established runway 08 less approach, currently 11 DME. Catania traffic. So it's actually look very nice, yeah. The moonlight here over Sicily descending. And that is Mount Etna actually, yeah, that mountain there. I think it could be a volcano. I'm pretty certain it's a volcano, yeah. Mount Etna over there, yeah. Probably not as famous as Vesuvio, but it is still very nice to see. So very calm, a bit of tailwind here, but I'm expecting to change to headwind, yeah, as we get a bit closer. So we've been cleared for the approach. Approach checklist is complete. Just now the landing checklist needs to be completed. Stay at BMC, very good weather, so stable gate is 500 feet, no problems. City of Catania is on the left side, they're stretching out over there, yeah, very nice. In the Ionian Sea ahead of us. So I would say I've timed it very nicely. Approaching 4 miles, approaching the flap 5 speed as well. Absolutely no thrust used, except well when we initially leveled off near 5000, the Alta Choir. Probably should have lowered the MCP altitude and kept us descending, yeah, but it's fine. So 4 miles gear down, lap 15, match speed, start switches, speed brake. Alright, letting checklists down to the flaps. So start switches, continuous, recall, checked, auto brake, 3, speed brake, armed, landing gear down, 3 green, and now this should be 153. Yep, auto brake is 3 set, and flaps we've got 30 green lights, landing checklist correction, and now we still have landing lights on. Let's say we clear to land. Landing checklist complete. So 500 continue. It's connecting now. Passenger checked. Interesting runway lights, I've got to say. Minimums. Continue. Not sure what a real airport looks like this, yeah, it's quite interesting.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Okay, speed brake up, as normal. So, I'll reverse, manual braking. Still reverses, and now we slow down to vacate. So we're not below 63 tons, so we cannot do single engine taxi. That's fine. We'll just shut down number 2 as we get a bit closer, but yeah, we'll start the 3-minute timing anyway. So clean up the aircraft, reset trim 4 units. Lights. And the probe beat. Okay, the trim is, yeah, it's at now 3 units, that's too much. There you go, 4 units, reset. Steve, reset here, and here as well, 100. 3-1. Auto break off. Checklist. Land traffic Ryanair 458 to Golf, runway vacated, taxi now to parking stand 329 via Alpha Catania. Let's increase the speed a little. So very nice scenery here, yeah, this one, by the way. I have to say it, I mean, yeah, it's by BMW, but it is quite a nice scenery, like, yeah, the vibes, you know, the colors. Yeah, you can tell it's BMW because of the style of the lighting here, yeah. But the terminal area, it looks very nice. Not sure about the lighting, it could be accurate, but yeah, otherwise I would say it's very nice. Welcome. And yes, we should have turned off the red radar as well. So what is this? This is 331, so 329 is coming up shortly. Let's start the APU. Oh, and these should have come off as well. So there you go, 329. Taxi light off. It's a jetway gate, but Ryanair doesn't use the jetway because, you know, they don't want to pay it, the handling fees. So 737 is towards the end there. So let's set the brakes, and we have 2 blue, 1 red engines dead. Have a crew doors to the SAM cross check. Okay. So we don't need the bleed on, it's relatively cool. Engines 1 and 2 below 20, these can come off as well. Let's get the dome light. Voice recorder. 2000 standby. And now we prepare to read the very long shutdown checklist from Ryanair. Personally, I don't think the checklists of the appropriate length, but yeah, well, they have very good records for the operations, so it's not for me to comment. Huh, why is it running? Okay, whatever. Yeah. Well, okay. So, shutdown checklist. Shutdown checklist, fuel pumps. off. Electrical we have on the APU. Fasten belts off. Window heat. So we should get this off as well. Actually, let me see. Transient shutdown checklist we should keep. Yeah, no. Transient shutdown checklist window heat remains on. So prop heat is auto. Anti-ice is off. Voice recorder is on. Aircon packs auto. Engine bleed on. APU bleed off. Exterior lights we have set. We should get this one on as well. Start switches off. Auto brake off. Speed brake down to tent. Flaps up, no lights. Parking brake set. Start levers cut off. Weather radar off. Transponder 2000 standby. CVR CB is in and cockpit door unlocked. Shutdown checklist complete. Very good. And now we will get the shocks. Request the ground power. Request 2 left, extend the air stairs, open the front door, and get the loaders in. Yeah, and release park brake for brake cooling. All right, very nice. Yeah, really nice today. Let's see how much fuel we use. It's 158,159. That's 317, which is I would say pretty decent amount. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much for watching here. It was a very nice, uneventful, relaxing evening flight here into Catania. And yeah, really nice of the PMDG 737 as well. Yeah, VNAV very nicely worked to get us down. Look at these, yeah, I think the lights are quite realistic, yeah, pretty bright. I mean the vibes look very realistic, yeah, for this Catania airport, yeah. Alright, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one.